Okay. The first step of your bell work today is actually the first step on your to-do list. And then number 2, I want you to update your states of matter matrix. Okay. What you need to really focus on here. Why don't you go ahead and open up your Chromebook, and in your science folder, you have another folder from me. What I've done is I've shared all of the documents that you'll need for this section with you already, and they're nicely packaged in a folder. So you want to open up your science folder and then look for, it'll say like your last name, your first name, P8, states of matter. Monica, are you 1 or 2? 2. Today was a good day for Chromebooks, because Zach forgot his too. Okay, so I have Jasmine's folder open right now. You probably see something similar to this. And then you should see the folder that has your last name, your first name, states of matter. When you're there, put your hands on your head. We just want to make sure that you So now what do you do? Drink. Okay, good. You can put your hands down. So what you see here, everything that you're going to be doing on Google Drive for me is already created for you in this folder. There will be some paper things, like here is a paper sheet that you'll need eventually later today. So if there is paper, it'll be up on the front table laid out for you. Go ahead right now and open up your states of matter to-do list, and I want to kind of explain how this works. When you're there, give me a thumbs up. Drayton, did you find your to-do list? Yep. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. Now, looking at this, how this works. There's a little bit of choice in here sometimes. So, concept cards, you can make concept cards at any time once you've taken the notes. So you have to have your notes completed, and then you can choose when you want to do your concept cards. You're going to see step 7 for a list of cards you must make. So if you scroll down to step 7, if you don't care when you do your concept cards, I put them in at a time when you make your concept cards, okay? So step 7, you need to make solid, liquid, gas, amorphous solid, crystalline solid, viscosity, and surface tension. Would it make any sense for you to make a gas concept card if you haven't taken your gas notes? No. Okay, so that's the only rule. You have to have your notes finished first. So what you see here, step 1 is complete bubbles, argumentative paragraph, and it's located in your science folder. What you have to be very careful of, you need to make sure that the title you read here matches the title that you open up. Tell your partner right now what you have to be very careful of. You can flip around and take it. You can just come down. You can flip around. You can flip around, yeah. Jasmine, you can trust me.
Which document?
No, she said, to make sure you're okay.
Oh, I
You're
have,
already on the right one.
You just talk to Gabriel.
okay, I have,
Yeah, you're on the right one.
okay, I just wanted to be sure. It's,
What do you guys have to
just letting you know, I have, States and Matter one, to-do list, States and Matter matrix, bubbles, argumentative, essay. Are you saying one?
The name on your to-do list.
And a bit more required.
Okay, let's.
Name of the document. Make sure that your document matches your.
So, that'll be your first step. I've actually already put that up there for you on Bellwork today, because I was hoping to get to this yesterday. Your second step after you finish your Bellwork, you're gonna watch your video notes. I've broken them up into 3 sections. When you look at my Moodle page, underneath the homework links and the Bellwork, there's the States of Matter in class links. So you have video notes number 1, solids, and video notes number 2, liquids. Your gas one will pop up tomorrow. We had a slight technical difficulty recording that home, so that one turned out a little weird. Now, here's a choice part. You can choose to watch all of your video notes in a row. So today, when you finish your Bellwork, you can sit down and you can take your notes on solids and liquids and just do them all together. That's about 20 minutes though of sitting taking notes, because each video is about 10 minutes long. If you like to kind of switch it up a little bit, then what you can do is you can watch your video notes and take your notes, and then you can come up here and get the graphic organizer, which is step number 3. And you can fill out the solid part, and then you can make your solid concept part, just so you're kind of varying the tasks a little bit. And then you can go back and watch your liquid, and then fill out the second part of your graphic organizer, and then make your liquid concept part. Oh, and solid, you have amorphous and crystalline too. Or like I said, you can just choose to sit for the 20 minutes. What I would do though is after each task, stand up and take a stretch break. The beginning of your units are always a lot of minutes. Okay, that's just how it kind of is. Then you start to get into the activities and things to break it up a little bit. Good. That's all we have to do with the graphic, or with that I want to talk to you today about the States of Matter to-do list. If you have a question on directions, remember how we talked about support groups? You can talk to your support group first, and then you can come ask me for help. 7th period did a phenomenal job at this, of asking each other for help on directions if they weren't understanding something. So, for your support groups, it's going to be Mia, Izzy, Gage, and Maddie. And then Peyton, Tucker, Jacob, Jasmine, and Grant. Then Annika, Drew, Kaden, and Tyler. And then Gabby, Caitlin, Trayton, and Emma. Now, the support groups doesn't mean that that's your it's not like who you might be doing your investigations with. How the investigation groups have to work, or like who you do the lab with works now. We'll start a list up here, and when you get to the step that it says like you need a partner or you need somebody to do that, do you need a drink, Mary? That cough sounds rough. You can go get a drink. If you are ready to take something that needs a partner or like a group to do it with, you just come up here, you put your name, and you say, okay, I'm on this step. And then when the other people are there, the first 3 people on that list, you just do it together. Does that make sense? As for your Bellwork today, if you open up the argumentative paragraph, all you're doing right now is just getting kind of a basic idea down for what your argumentative paper is going to turn into. So since we just did the observations yesterday, I was hoping it'd be fresher in your head so you could at least start to write a paragraph. So now that you observed both bubbles and 3 main states of matter, what state of matter do you think a bubble is? So down below here is where you're going to write your answers. Where are you going to write your answers? Turn to your partner and tell them where you're going to write your answer. Jay, did you tell Caitlin where you're going to write your answer?
Right at the bottom.
These things here, these are just some helpful words of wisdom, kind of. You'll need to write a short argumentative paragraph explaining what state of matter a bubble is and why you do this. You need to include specific reasons for why you think a bubble is a certain state of matter. So you don't have to elaborate on it, but maybe just start to include those reasons. At the end of the unit, you're going to write the persuasive essay on the state of matter of a bubble. Your opinion may change once you start to learn more facts throughout the week. This is just to get you started thinking about the answer. So what you put down today doesn't have to match your argumentative paper at the end of the unit. This is just to start to get you thinking. And then I give you some a thought to consider. Think of a bubble's outer shell, the soapy film that creates the bubble. How is it like a liquid? How is it like a solid? How is it different from liquids and solids? What is it after it pops? That doesn't mean that you have to answer all those questions. It just means think about what those answers could be. That might help you to get started with this whole paragraph, okay? Good. Questions? Okay. Even though these are your assigned seats, we'll start off the class each day here because it'll make it easy for me to see who's here and who's not. But once you finish bell work, you're allowed to move to anywhere in the room where you feel comfortable, as long as you can stay on task where you're at. If there's an issue, then I'll ask you to move back to your seat. But you're allowed to sit on the floor, you're allowed to sit at the round tables, wherever you feel comfortable. Okay, you guys can get started and I'll be around filtering to help you out. Did it die?
No, but
So, what? Oh, okay. I already got all of them. Oh, open a bubble.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a big party foul. You need to homework. Before you always do bell work, always write down your homework. Normally, we're not going to have homework, just because we do everything in class. But if you don't have headphones, you have until Monday to get headphones, and then I'm going to start writing names on the board if you come to class.
That's why I always have my phone.
Right. Okay. Good. Now you can go. Sorry.
Oh, never mind. I need to write down because I already have them and I never did them already. Handbook today.
where are they?
Here.
You just told me they weren't in there.
And we're in there.
Is this the right one? State of matter is a bubble. So this is?
All four. Paragraph. Bubble lids. But we can. But never mind, I already asked her.